Hello my fellow sparklers, I have an EasyWhim monthly club unboxing today. This should be October's box even though it is now November 5th, which is Guy Fawkes Day. To everyone in England, happy Guy Fawkes Day, have a good bonfire night. My husband is from England, so I'd love to do a bonfire night here, but with 2020's COVID, election insanity, and general nuttiness, we're gonna skip it this year because fireworks and burning effigies would probably not go over well this year. So I didn't mean to get October's box. I paused my subscription. I actually just had to straight up cancel it for a while, but I wanted to get the Christmas box, and I thought you had to sign up for the 15th of the previous month to get the next month's. That's only to change your preferences. You have to change them before the 15th of, say, October to change your preferences for the November box. So now I have a November box coming, which is the one with all the Christmas stuff. So if you're still interested in a November box, hop on their page. You should be able to order it and get it, still get the Christmas box. So let's see what we have for October. Now I'm pretty sure none of it's really Halloween-y because they kind of set that out in September. But you can see it's wrapped in this plastic and then bubble wrap. And it's a pretty blue color, and this should be the artist box. I upgraded from the regular members box to the artist box for Christmas. So October's a little upgraded too, but it's not quite as fancy as the Masters box. So we'll see what's in store. Alright. Looks like performing surgery, removing that. Let me get this free. Okay, I love the blue box this month. This is pretty, and you know what? This would be a good box actually to keep and wrap with wrapping paper, and you could put presents or something in it. It's quite sturdy. So let's see what we got. I know it's, like I said, it's late in the game for the October box, but I know there's already been pictures of unboxings and stuff, but everyone gets kind of different diamond paintings, even though we all get mostly the same crafts. So here you can see it's got 3 diamond paintings for the artist box, and we have our really nice toolkits. We've got tweezers, we've got pins, the nice clear pins with a little bit of glitter on them, and grippy and nice wide white trays. No multi-placer though. Don't see a multi-placer or bags. Okay, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, so I've seen other people get this. So here are the drills. I'll set those aside for now. We'll have to figure out which paintings those go with. And I asked for a mix of square and rounds, and I can see I've gotten 1 set of round and 2 set of squares. So this is the fun thing that everyone got this month, and this is a pin holder. So let me take some of these pins out just to show you. And I'm so excited I got the seafoam green because I kind of saw some pink and some purple, and they're all nice. They're fine, but I love this color, so I'm very excited to get this kind of teal, minty, green, turquoisey color. Okay, I try to unwrap plastic things away from the camera because my camera picks up squeaking like nobody's business. So you have this, and this is all kind of rubbery. And you can put like any size pin in here. So you get your big fat diamond pins and you put them in these bigger spaces, but if you have smaller pins like this, you put them in these smaller spaces, and it holds them upright. So much fun. That's pretty cool. And you could probably put your tweezers in here. Let me try. I would stick them point down, but if you wanted to, if you had the cap on them, you could stick them point up like that. But I would be careful if you don't have the cap. I would definitely do point down. So this kind of hard plastic here, and then this soft rubbery thing, and it expands to fit different sized items. So it's a really cool idea. You could put scissors in there as well. So I'm excited to get that. That is a fun addition. I think that was a really good idea, whoever thought to put that in this box. Okay, so it's telling me about diamond paintings. Oh, we have some crafts. More. Oh, okay. So these are like little ornaments, I think. Little tags. They're kind of like cardboard, and then they've got this string. So we'll open that up. And then, oh, a journal. These are always fun. a fun mandala journal that has a lot of drills on it. I like when special drills cover the whole thing. I don't really like a lot of the pencil boxes and purses because you get so much space between the special drills, but you can see this is mostly drilled. You get a little bit of space here, but it's a lot of drilling, so I'm happy with that. And we'll look at these special drills that they sent. These are really sparkly. And then we have a special diamond painting, and I believe this one also has special drills. You can see it's a partial already, but you could go in and fill in this background with some dark blues if you really wanted to. I'm not a huge fan of partials, but this is kind of a fun print. So let me move this box aside and we'll unwrap some things. Okay, so it's calling these birthday tags. So just something you could diamond paint and then do as like a to from tag or just a little extra decor. This would also look really cute on a card if you're into making your own cards, to diamond paint these and glue this on a nice background or something. So we have these big white faceted drills. It's just like a larger version of the regular resin drill, but they're bigger and white. And then we have big pink rhinestones. So those are fun. Then we have some regular resin drills and special drills kind of mixed together. And you really want to keep track of this packaging or put these in baggies where they're labeled with the same number, because this is all you have to go by, that this is number 11 and that this needs number 11 here. So you're putting these pink rhinestones anywhere there's a number 11. You really want to keep track of which rhinestone came out of which package. Here we have number 1, kind of a nice vibrant red rhinestone. 2 is a baby blue color. 3 is more of a coral red. 4 is a bubblegum pink. 5 is like a deep tangerine maybe. And then 6 we have your nice clear or silver, sometimes called ice rhinestones. 7 we have a leafy green. Number 8 is fun. It's like a crystal rhinestone, but it also has an AB coating, so that's going to come out as kind of metallic. 9 is a deep baby blue, and then 10 we have a vibrant sunshine yellow. So keep track of all those, which number goes with which color, because you're going to need to know. So, yeah, see that one, number 11 goes there. Number 12, does anyone have a number 12? I'm trying to see what that goes. Okay, so you're getting here like in the center of the lollipop, and here on this cupcake is decoration. What about number 6? Okay, so number 6, the silver rhinestones, they're going here. It's a lot of fun. I think these tags will be fun. It's something that'll work up quick, something that kids could probably do. And then you have these 2 lengths of string, and you just cut them to however long you need, and probably gonna take a little bit of trying to get it through here. Let's see. Okay. Nope. I would really recommend, they've kind of sealed off this end, so once you cut this, to light a candle and briefly touch it, just like stick it in the flame for not even a second, half a second, a third of a second, just so the ends barely melt and they'll seal instead of fraying. Oh, I see the problem. This plastic comes over the hole. So before you put this in, you have to remove the plastic. It'll be a lot easier. So you just thread that through, make it as long as you need. And it's pretty, kind of got some gold threads wound through there. There you go. Okay, let's move on to the next craft project. So here's the partial. It's an elephant kind of riding in the waves with a couple of dolphins, and there's is that an angelfish, some stars, a sunset in the background. So a wild scene. Interesting for sure. A lot of different kind of, I want to say traditional colors maybe. This kind of hints at Indian art. I wouldn't say it's traditional Indian art, but this representation of the elephant with a pattern and all these colors seems like traditional East Indian art. And there is a special drill. There's a few special drills, but number 1, 5200, which is Snow White is called YG, and this is a glow-in-the-dark drill. So everywhere you see number 1, the outline of the elephant, some on the dolphins, the bottom of the dolphins. Number 1 is gonna glow in the dark once it's been exposed to light for a little while. So we'll get a closer look. And this one came with another drill tray. It came with a simpler, you know, basic drill tray and pen and everything. So that's because this is a partial and a craft project more than a diamond painting. This one is poured glue, and we'll go this way. Here we have number 1, and at the end I'll see if I can get this to glow. So that's technically Snow White, but glow in the dark Snow White. And we do get the DMC codes here, but not on the packaging, so you kind of have to keep track. Number 2 is a, let me call it medium turquoise. Number 3 is a deep blue. 4 is a rosy pink. 5, I think, is this regular 5200? No, it's 3865. So 3865 is winter white. So it's just similar to 5200, but it's an off-white instead of white. Number 6 is deep violet. Number 7 is medium lime green. Number 8 is vibrant yellow. Number 9 is a bright red. 10 is sky blue. And then we get some special drills. We had this beautiful turquoisey iridescent number 11. These thin kind of shard marquees. We'll figure out where that goes. Oh, I see, on the elephant, yep. And then we have these kind of cabochons, which are not faceted gems, in this beautiful deep garnet color. 13 is a nice half pearl, and 14 are bigger half pearls. So a lot of fun, a nice mix of resin, glow in the dark, and special drills. And here we get, this is where we get those nice turquoise half marquees going. Not half marquees, they're full marquees. They're just slender. Boy, they give you a lot, because that's the only place I see that they go. You definitely have more than 5. We're getting half pearls here. And then what was 12? Was, oh, okay, 12 is the ruby cabochons, or the garnet cabochons. So they're kind of going there. 14, so it looks like some of the pearls are going to be bubbles and sitting on the stars. Just kind of a fun project. This would definitely be fun for like maybe a young teen or preteen. Easy enough. It would be a really good beginner project because you get, sorry, I can't shake my table. You get the regular drills, and then you get these fun special drills. So I think this would definitely be a fun beginner's project. But definitely colorful. I love the special drills, and I love the glow in the dark. Now, let's move on to our third craft project. Okay, now we have this fun little journal. This one is actually lined, and it has memo and date at the top in case you're like kind of keeping a diary. I like that it's lined because I'm much more likely to use something like this to write in than I am to draw or sketch or something, and a lot of the books you get like this aren't lined, so I really appreciate that this was lined. It's kind of a faux leather look. It smells a bit funky because of that. But it has a lot of really fun drills. So we get a couple of resin drills, but mostly this is special drills. So again, keep track of your packaging because that's the only way you're going to know that this is number 1 and number 1 goes on here somewhere. It goes here. So number 1 is a white AB drill, and number 2 is just kind of a coral red drill, maybe a deep red orange, bright red orange. So that one's, I think, our only regular resin drill. The rest are all very special. Here we have number 3, which is this metallic gold rhinestone. So that's a lot of fun. Number 4 is a sapphire rhinestone. Number 5 is an aquamarine rhinestone. 6, emerald. 7, amethyst kind of rhinestone. And here we have number 8, which is a round metallic gold piece. That's a lot of fun. I love these, the metallic looking ones. And these are good quality. I've gotten some, they're kind of half hollow on the back. Not That won't stick very well, but this is fine. Just a small dimple is fine because the edges are still going to stick down. Number 9 is similar to the previous one. It's a nice kind of garnet or ruby color cabochon. Number 10 is a bigger purple cabochon. Number 11 are these fun kind of pearlized iridescent teardrops in a bright red color or coral color. And then number 13 are these teardrops. Turn it over. Big rhinestone teardrops with an iridescence to them. So really a lot of fun drills and colors going on with this. This will be a fun project to do. This is something good to do to take a break from your, like if you have a big project, you kind of get tired of working on it, get annoyed with your square drills or whatever, this is a good break. So really good choice with this one in my opinion. Now let's look at the actual diamond paintings. So this was kind of shrink wrapped in plastic. I'll show you this one. You can see here at the end, it's on there tight. And I take that off camera because it gets very crinkly and my camera picks up a metallic sound with the crinkliness. And we get a small little thumbnail here what this is going to look like. It's so cute. This looks like a dragon fairy. So I changed my preferences to, I think, dragons and fairies and nature scenes. So this one's definitely on the dragon side. It's rolled tight and let me have to, I can't find the end of the tape. Okay, let me get my scissors. Okay, just very carefully slide. Come on. It's really tight once you get towards the tape. Slide that in there and just snip the tape. Don't want to cut the canvas at all. This is going to be rolled tight and you're going to have to pull up the corners of the canvas. Stay over there. To get it to lay flat because obviously it's been rolled tight and shrink wrapped while it's been traveling. So you've got this foam core that helps it not get squished. I save those for storing diamond paintings or if I'm going to send someone a diamond painting. I'm just going to pull up that corner. Ooh. And these are double-sided tape, whereas the little partial crafter one was poured glue. Oh. Okay, that's my inventory. I forget that comes inside. So, this is so rolled tight. Okay, so that's going to sit flatter for me. You can already see through the paper. It's really cute. It's kind of like a tiny dragon with fairy wings. So I find that very creative. Alright, just lay flat for me here. So far it looks good. You may want to take a little more time to let yours kind of acclimatize. I mean, you don't want to rush unrolling a double-sided tape because they can get rivers. So far this one looks good, but sometimes they form after you've unrolled them. Okay. So, now I gotta roll this one the other way. This was also rolled tight. Oops, let's get that. Okay. We'll flatten that out in here. Give you a little bit better idea of what it is. There's a fairy kind of looking at this dragon with fairy wings, and they look like they're sitting on little planets or eggs or mushrooms. I don't know. It's very, definitely very fantastical. It's definitely a fantasy world, but I like it. I like the colors. I like this woman looking at this dragon fairy. Really cool. Here we have a really nice key. It gives you your DMC numbers. And then, so 30 colors for this one, and obviously it's round. And is it all numbers and letters? Almost. So at the bottom we get a few symbols because we've run out of alphabets, but we did have numbers, so should be enough alphabets and numbers. But they do try to print it so it's not confusing. So that's our inventory sheet, and it does tell you here, sorry I forgot to point it out, it tells you here, there you go, how many drills you should need, and we'll look closely at the drills in a minute. They're kind of weighed out, but it still tells you, oops, that's that tape that was on there. And you see the dragon and the fairy. It is a little more kind of impressionist looking, especially before you get the drills on, because the symbols kind of fool the eye and it looks less detailed than it is with all these symbols getting in the way. But the printing's really clear. And there are no training circles. You can see it's just the background colors. And here's our key on the side, which is really bright. So I like this one. This one is nice. Again, it's what I like about EasyWhim is they tend to send me ones I would probably not pick out for myself, but I have liked all the paintings they've sent. If you're someone who's really picky, and I am fairly picky about what I get, but if you're really picky and you really need to know, this might not be the box for you. But if you like to be kind of surprised and wind up with something maybe you wouldn't pick for yourself, but you know, when you get it, you're like, yeah, this is cool, then this is a fun box to get. So, all right, let me get the drills out. Okay, some quick measurements. This is listed as a 30 by 40. I believe it is a true 30 by 40, but let me get out my centimeter side. So, start here and go here, and yes, it's almost exactly at 30. And then come down the sides. Oh, I'm not quite at the top there. Yep, we're maybe like 2 millimeters away from 40, but pretty much it's a 30 by 40, so true to size. Clear printing, cute scene. I like it. I'm gonna put the cover back on and we'll take a closer look at the drills. Okay, so this is kind of a palette of earth tones and pastels. I really like the soft colors. It kind of reminds me of the colors used in the romantic era of painting soft pastoral scenes. So a lot of fun. But here, kind of zoom in and start. Number 1 is dark blue. Number 2 is dark petrol blue. I'm sorry, let me give you the DMC numbers. Okay. Number 1 is 158 dark blue. 2 is 161 dark petrol blue. Number 3 is 169 pewter gray. 4 is 300, which is very dark mahogany. 5 is 301, which is medium mahogany. Number 6 is a good bit of this. Is 318 light steel gray. Number 7 is 407, which is dark sand. 8 is 52. Number 8 is 420, which is dark hazelnut brown. Number 9 is 470, which is light avocado green. These are holes in the bags, which I can only think, focus on it for me. I can only think that maybe helps keep them from getting staticky, because they've got a little air to kind of keep them moving. I don't know. Number 10 is 648, which is light beaver gray. Number 11 is 712 cream. 12 is 738, very light tan. Number 13 is 779 brown, which is really dark brown. That happens every time. This color is standard brown, it's quite dark. Number 14 is 832 golden olive. 15 is 840 medium beige brown. 16 is 924 dark green gray. It looks like a really almost like a deep teal. Focus for me. There we go. Alright. Number 17 is 931 medium antique blue. 18 is 3072 very light beaver gray. 19 is 3371, which is called black brown. And 20 is 3713 very light salmon. So I just realized with the black brown we have no 310 on this. 21 is a dark antique mauve, DMC number 3726. 22 is 3743, very light antique violet. 23 is 3753, ultra very light antique blue, fun color. 24 is 3769, dark green gray. The other one's very dark green gray, okay. Number 25 is 3787, dark brown gray. 26 is 3810, which is dark turquoise. 27 is 3823, ultra pale yellow. 28, 3828, hazelnut brown. 29 is 3829, which is very dark old gold. And last we have number 30, 3865, which is winter white. So that's our color palette for this painting. You can see kind of fun earth tones with a few pastels thrown in, and a lot of these kind of antique purples and blues, which I think gives it that soft romantic painting feeling. Let's see what our second painting is like. So here's our second one. It's also So here's my second painting. It's also a 30 by 40, so let me measure it really quick before I even take the sticky off. Yeah, I can see from the dark lines here is what I'm lining it up on. It comes to, actually this one's a couple millimeters over 30. And a couple millimeters over 40. Oh, maybe right at 40. Okay, I had it a little further up. So right, true to size, 27 colors. It's a square. You can see from these on the side from here, and we'll get a better picture. It looks like a sunset with an eagle landing on top of a rock formation. Very southwesty. Kind of looks like a lot of pastel sunset colors and then dark, deeper blues for the nighttime. So here's your quandary you might have if you get all squares or all rounds. I have 2 packs of squares, and it does help you out a lot. But you have, first of all, that it's 30 by 40, and I know my other square is bigger and 40 by 50. Let's say you have 2 30 by 40 squares. Now you have to look up here at this number in the corner, 3757. I'll show it to you closer. And this one also says 3757. And the colors look like they match. If you're confused, if you get a couple of paintings that are all round or all square and they're all the same size, they're always going to have this kind of model number in the corner and then put it on the drill. So keep track of that. Even if you get up your drills, if you're going to store them and not do it right away, you want to make sure that that model number is on there so you remember what it goes with. We got another key. Forgot to roll this back. It's being very unruly. Does not want to cooperate. Roll this side. Okay. There we go. Oh, you know what? I thought that was an eagle. It's a railroad crossing sign. My bad. It's so small, the thumbnail. It looks like, yeah, a railroad crossing going off into the distance and kind of seeing the starry night. Oh, the train is flying. Oh, okay. Well, I thought that was like a cloud swipe, but I can see up close. It's a train flying through the sky. That is interesting. So it's kind of fantastical and a nature scene all at once, I think. Interesting, but it is a pretty scene still. So we'll get to the drills later. I'll take this off. Yeah, I can see it looks much more like a train in person, but from this tiny thumbnail it just looked like kind of like maybe a sweep of sunset clouds or starry Milky Wayness. So you just get a lot of setting into the night on this side, a lot of dark blues and black. We definitely have a lot of 310 here. And no, we don't have any 310. I lied. That's a color other than 310. That is something I like about EasyWhim. They don't just use straight up black. They use the dark blues, the dark browns, and create those dark tones. And then we have kind of the clouds and starbursts within the clouds. I'm not sure what made this train take off. So yeah, this amuses me because it's obviously we've got the crossing and this picture going off into the distance, but why is the train flying on a cloud? I guess it's like the Polar Express, but like maybe for the Southwest Express. I'm actually gonna pull this up on their site to get a better look at the picture. Hang on a second. Okay, so on EasyWhim's website, you can see it's easywhim.com. So when you hit the search bar here, search for something, and I'll enter this number 3757. And it comes up with this. Okay, so this is called Magic Express, so we can see, yes, it is a magical train flying through the air. It looks like maybe stardust or it's fire falling from the train. I don't know what's below it, but it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun, kind of sparkly looking stuff. Train crossing, and then, interestingly, there are these kids here watching it, which is kind of hard. Like, I think once it's drilled, it'll be easier to see, but on this 30 by 40, it's a little bit hard to make that out. Once you know they're there, you realize what it is. But it'll be interesting to see this all made up. And that is just the swipe button. It looks like the moon, but it's not. So, this is kind of a really neat fantasy pick. It would be fun to put in a kid's bedroom or someone maybe who just likes trains. And I would be interested to see this in the 40 by 50 because I think just going up one size will make a lot of difference in the detail. It's okay at 30 by 40, but I think it has a lot of detail and it just needs to be a little bit bigger. And some ABs would be cool. That's the only thing I wish EasyWhim would do is ABs. If you're unfamiliar, that's Aurora Borealis drills. So, okay, I'm going to cover this back up and we'll look at the drill colors. So here you get a good idea of the color palette with the drills laid out. A lot of soft blues, kind of evening, sky, purpley colors, a little bit of pastels. You get a little bit of brightness with this turquoise and kind of a vibrant violet over here. The two biggest colors we have are 18 and 17. There's a lot of that, and then a lot of this blue for 14, which I really like number 14, so I'm excited about that. But let's take a closer look. Let me bring you in closer so we get some good lighting. And we have number 1, DMC 153, and this is Lilac. It's got a straggler. 2 is 155, Forget Me Not Blue. 3 is 210, which is medium lavender. 4 is 211, light lavender. 5 is 316, medium antique mauve. 6 is 318, light steel gray. 7 is 327, violet. 8 is 451, dark shell gray. Get close there. 9 is 452, medium shell gray. 10 is 550, very dark violet. Always like this color, if they do it right. 11 is 677, very light old gold. 12 is 778, very light antique mauve, some shell pink color. Number 13, there's a fair bit of this, 797 royal blue. 14 is 798, dark delft blue. 15 is 809, delft blue. 16 is 819, light baby pink. 17, a lot of this. This is 820, very dark royal blue. I like that. for the sky color. Number 18 is 939, very dark navy blue. Cat's walking up here and shaking my camera. Trying to get the focus because it's in such a big bag, it's kind of focusing on the outside of the bag. And number, oh, I'm sorry, 18? Yeah, I said 18. 18 is 939 and 19 is 963. Ultra Very Light Dusty Rose. 20 is 996, Medium Electric Blue. Then we have 21, 3041, Medium Antique Violet. 22 is 3608, Very Light Plum, but it looks like a bubblegum pink. 23 is 3746, Dark Blue Violet. 24 is 3834, Dark Grape. 25, 3834, oh sorry, that was 24. 25 is 3837, Ultra Dark Lavender. 26, 3840, Light Lavender Blue. And lastly, 27, we have 3861, which is Light Cocoa. So I think this will be kind of a fun one. It's a very interesting scene. Again, it's not something I probably would have picked out, but I think it's kind of cool because it's kind of along the lines of the Polar Express. But, you know, it's not winter time. They're not necessarily going to Santa Claus. It's just a magical train out there in the big open landscape. Alright, so let's move on to our third painting. Okay, our last painting is our biggest. It's another dragon, I believe. It looks like a dragon kind of wrapped around some eggs, and there's some flowers sitting on top. So I guess it's a peaceful, you know, garden-loving dragon. Really pretty, kind of purpley blue and fuchsia eggs. This is a 40 by 50. Alright, one thing I'm going to say is probably this one would have been okay in a 30 by 40 and then do the train one in 40 by 50. But that's just my opinion. It is right at 40 across and right at 50 down. Maybe a millimeter over. So let's take off this cover and see how the rendering looks. This is another square for me. I think they sell these in both rounds and squares if you like it. And I'm probably going to wind up turning this sideways because of my camera. Okay, here we go. It is cute. They have the head here. Its wings sticking up and coming around with the tail. It's got some spikes coming up. So you probably don't want to mess with it while it's sleeping. It's definitely protecting these eggs. And those are, it's either a small dragon or really big flowers. It's a heck of a sunflower there. So here we go, kind of get more of the whole picture. And right here you see, I don't know if that's a mountain. I think it's just kind of the sky. Different variations of the sky. And then there's something here, and I think it might be a person observing the dragon. Again, I'm going to pull up this picture on EasyWhim. EasyWhim 3745. Let's have a look. Okay, here we are, still on the Magic Train page. Come down a little bit. Search. Okay, search, and 3745, go. Should take you right to the page. Flower Beast Diamond Painting, full drill. I still kind of can't really see what that is over there. Oh, it's just a rock sticking up. Okay, I wasn't sure if just another part of the mountain sticking up, if it's a person standing there. It's a little hard to tell. And the rendering, because there's kind of like some mist coming up around it, it's starting to separate. Let me pull it over so you can't see that. It's starting to separate from the mountain. So you're not sure if it's another piece of mountain sticking up, if it's a person walking up. But yeah, based on this picture, it's another little ridge poking out. So, flower beast. That's interesting. But yeah, this is some fun colors. We have some earth tones, but then we have these vibrant pinks and purples and a little bit of greens and the flowers and bright yellows. So I think, yeah, this would be a fun one to do as well. Very colorful. And this, the way the eggs are, it does remind me, of course, of Game of Thrones, but I'm sure they're not the first one to do scale dragon eggs. So I'm going to cover this back up. Now that we've had a good look, and we will look at these fun drills, and there's a lot more of these. Here we can see the color palette is a lot more vibrant, some more vibrant purples, pinks, greens, yellows, and kind of more in a jewel tone vein. And then we have a few really big bags, like 33 is a bigger bag, 39 is a bigger bag, and 37, which is a really light green. So let's get a closer look at the colors. Number 1 is DMC 154, which is very dark red. Number 2 is 166 lime green. Whoop. 2 is 166 lime green. Number 3 is 167 khaki brown. 4 is 168 silver gray. Number 5 is 317 pewter gray. 6 is 351 coral. It does look slightly pinker in person. It looks more orangey on the screen. Number 7 is 368 light pistachio green. It's one of my favorite greens that I've seen. I like that one. More light pistachio, please. Oopsie. Number 8 is 498 dark red. 9 is 553 medium violet. And 10 is 554 light violet. 11, we're going to get a fair bit of greens. This is 580 dark moss green. And a good chunky bag of number 12, which is 581 moss green. Number 13 is 603 cranberry, which is always like a bright, vibrant pink for some reason, every time. 14, 703, the very bright chartreuse. Number 15 is 730 dark olive green. I'm sorry, very dark olive green. For green, 16 is 739 ultra very light tan. 17, this is probably in those flowers, is 744 pale yellow. Number 18 is 758 very light terracotta. 19 is 776 medium pink. And 20 is 782 dark topaz. Then we have 21, 819 light baby pink. 22 is 841 light beige brown. 23 is 900 dark burnt orange. 24, a lot of this one, 907 light parrot green. 25 is 915 dark plum. Very nice jewel tone there. 26 is 936 very dark avocado green. Stay focused, stay focused. There you go. Number 27 is 938 ultra dark coffee brown. 28 is 3072 very light beaver gray. 29 is 3346 hunter green. Number 30 is 3371 black brown. 31 is 3726 dark antique mauve. 32 is 3731 very dark dusty rose. 33 is a lot of this one, 3747 very light blue violet, and I think that's that sky in the background. 34 is 3799 very dark pewter gray. 35, 3802 very dark antique mauve with a straggler. It's a really nice color. 3804 is for number 36, and this one is dark cyclamen pink. It's very bright. It's like a Malibu Barbie pink with a straggler. A big bag of 37, but not quite full. This one's 3819 light moss green. 38 is DMC 3853 dark autumn gold. And lastly, a nice big bag of 39, again for the background, 3865 winter white. So a lot of fun colors, kind of a fun sleeping dragon protecting its eggs with flowers, a peaceful pastoral dragon scene but with vibrant colors. So I did enjoy it. The only note I'd say is I'd love to see EasyWhim start adding ABs, and I would like to see like the train probably just needed to be one size bigger. But it's still really neat scenes, and they have a lot of neat artwork on there. So, I'll just close up with this one again. You can see what's going on. If my camera will focus on it, thank you, Mr. Camera. So that's kind of a fun springtime one. I hope you enjoyed this video, and you know, if you have any questions, let me know about how to subscribe. I'll definitely put a link below if you want to subscribe. You know, different months or different boxes. There was some Halloween stuff in the September box, but it was not all Halloween stuff. November box, I think, is supposed to be all Christmas stuff. Now, our question is, we don't know if that's going to be DPs as well. I kind of hope it is at least winter scenes and kind of Christmas stuff DPs. But we'll see how that plays out with dragons and fairies and then nature scenes. I mean, nature scenes, it's easy to do winter DPs, but dragons and fairies is a bit different. So I'll be interested to see what comes and what kind of crafts are included. There's kind of, I don't know if it's been a sneak peek online. They've been advertising their Christmas box on Facebook, and I don't know if it's what's going to be included this year or just what has been included or what they might include. And I know at different times, especially like in the thick of the pandemic, they sent slightly different crafts to different people because they'd run out of one. So you never know. You kind of get, you know, it depends on when your box goes out. But I think if you order anytime in November, from the 1st through the 31st, although we're at the 5th now, you will get the November box if you're new to it. But that's all I have to say. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you'll join me for future videos, and feel free to contact me with any questions. In the meantime, keep on sparkling.